Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Reseller TV. Your host is always Josh. Today's co-host is Prince Adam here from the Masters of the Universe, He-Man. We'll get back to him a little bit later. He'll be at the end of the video, or if this is a two-part video, he'll be on the second part. But we have $384 worth of sales. Technically, I had over 400. One thing I couldn't find, I'm not really looking that hard for. It doesn't have to go out today. It wasn't right where I thought it would be right away, and I'm kind of in a hurry to get. I have a lot of stuff to ship out, like 20 something items to ship out, 25 almost. So we'll get to that tomorrow, and then something. This other thing, So the guy messaged me. He's like, "Can you send the tracking number with the DVD that I bought?" And then it wasn't he didn't buy a DVD. He bought a button that's for a DVD release. That's a Disney, like the Incredibles button. And I messaged him and said, "This is not a DVD, it's a button. It's just a heads up." So I haven't heard anything back, so I don't know. I don't know. I might just cancel it just to avoid any issues with that because I don't know. It doesn't look like they didn't speak English, so we'll see about that one. But I would have been over 400. All right, let's see. I got two bundles and then a repeat buyer as well. We got $11 on this Tom and Jerry Welch's out of a storage unit that sold in about a month and a half. These Parents magazines, someone bundled them and got a deal on I give out bundle deals on my eBay, Etsy, and stuff. But the Working Mother, the Parents, and the Parents bundled all three for $24. And these one, I actually sold another two different bundles of these Parent magazines. They sell for about $11, $12 each, and they sell pretty fast. These ones sold in about a month. And then this is from last summer, this PlayStation. This is Dukes of Hazzard. It's a Blockbuster rental one, and it sold for $10. And then someone bundled these two Oregon Duck football programs, and they paid $23, and those were free out of a storage unit for me. Those sell for about a year. And then these bicycle playing cards both got bundled as well from storage unit, and they sold for $20 for the pair, and they are open. They're not new. And then the U.S. Navy hat out of a storage unit sold for $14, and that sold in about probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe less. Pretty quick flip on that one. Then we have this little Timex little watch, sold for $14. It needs a new battery. I should probably invest in some batteries. So all the watches I get are always dead. I'm sure they'll probably sell for a little bit more. But that one sold in probably about a month or two. And then we have this Skull Candy headphones sold a month or two as well. And they sold for $13 on eBay. Fable 2 sold for $10 on Etsy. This is a Urban Decay lipstick, sold for $15 on eBay, and that sold in about a month, maybe a little bit less, a couple weeks. This sold in about 6 to 7 months, somewhere in there. I listed it at like the end of the summer, and it was out of storage unit, and it's just a brass cool thing. $15 on eBay. This iPulse sold in about either a month or 2 months, pretty quick. Either way, it sold for $21 on eBay. $23 for the Sony radio, vintage radio, and that sold in a couple weeks on Etsy. eBay for this one, this is a 1980s Transformer Landfill, I believe is his name. He sold for $18, and he was about 3 months it took him to sell. And then our three best sales of the day, $25 for this Troll. This goes on your car. It goes on the antenna. You don't see very many of these, especially new in the package. As far as I've seen, there's this. I think I might have had the only one, but $25, pretty cool. And then the best sales of the day. This is out of a storage unit as well. This was out of a storage unit. Actually, all of this was out of a storage unit, except for Fable 2. I think I bought that at a yard sale. Everything else, storage unit stuff. $55 for the Scorpion helmet out of a storage unit on eBay, and that sold in about 6 months. I think it had a couple little scrapes on it, otherwise it would have sold for more. And the best sell of the day, this is that Prince Adam I showed at the beginning of the video, or the first video. He sold for $66 on Etsy. Toys sell a little bit better on Etsy, just a heads up. A little bit better, a little bit more. Pretty cool. And he was out of a storage unit, one of my favorite storage units ever. Bunch of Master of the Universe and toys and other cool stuff, and sports specialty hats and other stuff. But